All right, well, it is departure day today. We stayed in Flagstaff a couple nights, actually more than that, but at this camp a couple nights. It's just a little too chilly. It's starting to get cooler. It was 26 degrees this morning when we woke up. Snowed yesterday, so we're gonna move on to lower ground where it's a little bit warmer. Gonna head north from here up Highway 89. Was very nice though to be in the woods. As you can see, this was a nice spot. It was pretty quiet here. A little bit of road noise, but other than that, just very nice to be somewhere in the trees and just enjoy nature. So this adventure does continue. Okay, we are ready to roll on out of this camp. This was a cool little spot here in the Coconino National Forest, Flagstaff, Arizona. Mid-April and it's still pretty chilly, still getting some snow. Although it's clear and sunny today, but I think the high is only supposed to be like 50. And again, the low is 26. I use a 0-degree sleeping bag to sleep in, so I am plenty warm as long as I'm in a sleeping bag. But as soon as I get up, brr. Do have a little propane heater I fire on to take the chill off. But otherwise, I just try to put myself in a climate that's a little bit more comfortable. So we're going to be heading north from here towards Lake Powell, near Page, Arizona. A little bit lower elevation, so the temps are a little bit warmer. Not getting quite so cold at night. Then got a real special fun trip planned in the next, month or so. It's going to be in Utah, so we're slowly making our way up to Utah. You can see we got some deep ruts in this road. I'm going to have to navigate this carefully. Well, I don't mention it often, but all the camp spots that I camp in are free. This is National Forest, so you can camp here up to 14 days. Pack it in, pack it out, totally primitive camping. Unfortunately, by the looks of this place, there's a few people that come here that pack stuff in, but they don't pack out their trash. So we end up having to pick up after other people, but if that's what we gotta do to keep it clean, that's what we gotta do. I'm gonna do a little research as far as my navigation goes, then we'll be back on the road. All right, well that was a nice stay in the woods there. Other than being a little cold, made for a couple days of just kind of hanging out in the van, watching movies and that. Now it is time to move on. We're pretty sure we got our mouse problem licked. We both had mice. I had mice inside my living space, which I were able to trap and remove. Kelly had mice in her engine compartment, which nested, chewed through some wires, which required her to go to a shop and have that repaired. And then we continued to try to trap and remove those mice. So we're hoping we're free of rodents. It can be a real nuisance, especially when they start chewing your wiring. It can get very costly. She was lucky it was a quick, easy fix. So we're back on the road and away we go. We're about 10 miles out of Page, Arizona. We're dropping down an elevation here. Coming into a big canyon. Can see Lake Powell off in the distance. Pretty fantastic. I've never been up into this area before. I think we're gonna stick around in the area for a few days, do some exploring. Again, I've never been to Lake Powell. I've always wanted to come check this out. Getting a little excited. I like this little town of Page, Arizona. There's a little city park right in the center of town, John C. Page Park. We stopped here and had lunch in the shade, a little picnic table. And it looks like there's an area to camp just a few miles out of town. Hopefully it's not full up. It is the weekend, so we shall see. Yeah, and it does look like I've got Cricket Wireless, which is supposedly uses AT&T towers, but that's not always guaranteed. And I have no cell service. Fortunately, I have my Verizon Jetpack as a backup, so I was able to do a little research around and zoom in on Google Maps and check out some areas. It looks like there's a recreation area that you could camp on for free just about 3 miles out of town, so we're going to check it out. I think we're going to cross over the Colorado River at the end of the lake. There's a big dam there, so that should be interesting. Let's see what we can find. We'll give you a little shot of our camp here. This is a neat little free campground here just outside of Page, Arizona. Kind of up against these neat sandstone rock formations. There is only a total of 6 sites here and some neat areas to go explore. Lake Powell's down that way. Pretty cool. All right, well, whoa, there's a step there. I got that on film. All right, well, we decided to break camp today and come check out Lake Powell. We were a little concerned. We noticed that it was a fee area, but the America the Beautiful Pass, the National Park Pass, does get you in. Otherwise, it would have been $30, so it was nice to have that pass. And I'm looking to see where our camp is, and we are actually just camped right over on the hillside here. We can actually see the lake from our camp, but driving in here, we're actually getting such a better view. The water levels are quite low here, a lot like Lake Mead is, but still very beautiful. Water has a nice blue color to it, and just the sandstone buttes and that all around, very beautiful. So we're going to do some exploring today. Check it out. Well, I gotta say, this is pretty neat here at Lone Rock. It is $14 a night, but look at this. You can camp right at the water here. And if you're, got the vehicle that can get you down there, you can even camp right at the water's edge. A few people down there. Very cool. Nice sandy beach. There's actually an off-road area too up on the hillside here if you're into off-roading. Pretty awesome. I'd pay $14 to camp here. I don't think we are because we're at a free spot so close. But very nice. I think we're going to come here for day use tomorrow and launch our kayaks. I was able to park the van fairly close. I'm just behind this row of RVs and campers here, so not too bad. I think there are some hard-packed areas. We could probably even get closer so we don't have to lug our kayaks too far. So we'll see how that goes. And that would be Lone Rock there. Like I said, there is a beach on one side of it, so if you paddle out there, you can hang out on the beach, have a picnic, or what have you. All right, we made it back to Lake Powell. This time we got the kayaks. We are going to try to paddle over to Lone Rock right out there. Pretty nice day. A little cloudy, but it's clearing up. Let's do it. Well, here we are out on the water. My van is back on shore somewhere there. There it is, right in the center. And if we turn around here, there's old Lone Rock, getting closer. It is just beautiful out today. No wind, just enough clouds to take the edge of the sun off. Beautiful. The water is like green here. Well, we're getting closer to the old Lone Rock. I'm getting hungry. It's time to have some lunch. Well, we just pulled the boats ashore here. Made it out to the little island at Lone Rock. I'm just going to keep saying Lone Rock. We're going to have some lunch here. This is pretty sweet. What a neat place. Nice little beach to swim from. It drops right off on this side. I might do that after lunch. See if I can get a cramp and drown. Well, I did end up going for a swim after lunch. This water is still pretty darn cold. It was icy, took my breath away, but it was very refreshing. I feel good now that I'm out and dry. That is one big rock face there. Look how small Kelly looks up against it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate you joining us and checking out this beautiful country. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Hope you're all doing well out there. Take care. Peace.